First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it. But Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how you treat your top talent on SmackDown? Maybe I would have been better off staying on Raw.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Pay no attention to the crazed, masked attacker. Understood.
I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you alright?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Wow, where did they get this competitor from?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the nearest nightclub, Sensational Starla.
Hey, I remember this competitor. We wrestled at the same state fair in the early 2000s. Man, that was a great night for me.
Wow, does that mean you actually won a match?
No, I lost. But later that night, I went on a ride at the same fair, and it was amazing. It flipped you backwards and forwards and random, seemingly defying physics. Then the next morning, I woke up and I discovered the Saxtonation.
This explains so much. Here she is, SmackDown's #1 draft pick.
And her opponent, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Cynthia.
After last week, you've got to think she's looking forward to facing an opponent in the ring rather than someone darting in from the crowd.
And an opponent like Sensational Starla, who, no offense, appears to be here to let SmackDown's top pick make a strong statement.
SmackDown gets a good look at their top pick right now. After the unfortunate events of the draft last week, you'd think our top pick is hoping for a night that's a lot less memorable.
She doesn't really have that luxury, though. She's not just another superstar on the roster. She's had some high expectations placed on her, and her job is to deliver.
Well, I'm hoping she gets the moment she deserves after what happened last week. The draft should have been a dream come true, but one lunatic in a mask turned it into a nightmare. Oh. Forearm club.
Ah, she manages to reverse it.
She managed to avoid that offense.
Here it comes. The rack attack. Oof. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
These two have learned each other so well.
Clotheslines.
Good Lord.
So effective.
She's got something in mind here. Oh, she gets no reward on that one.
Oh, what a club.
Getting set up in the corner now. Tiger feint kick too. She'll take things into the ring.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Lands the knee.
Oh, the knee just being torn apart now. Brutal knee strike. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Just a non-stop attack from her here.
Starla might be in a panic soon.
She's letting the crowd fill her with confidence now.
Oh! What a shoulder block.
Going forward.
Starla looks out of it.
There's two.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this? We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally, I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit, it'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got to be both good cop and bad cop. And bad cop says, start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you, but you can't ignore it anymore.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Is there someone helping you out?
Make the right choices and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
Roxanne's an attention-seeking lunatic, but we got her. I'm gonna take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Here's the woman, anxious to upend the unmasked Roxanne Perez.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Cynthia Catherine!
There's an extra degree of intensity in the arena tonight. She heads into the ring not as the top overall draft pick, but as the swift hand of justice.
And I know a lot of folks are watching to see what kind of sentence she can deliver to Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez's opponent is poised for payback.
The prodigy is here.
And she is angry, and she is
And
vengeful.
her opponent from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
So much success, so young.
Well, maybe that's why Perez feels so entitled. But then again, I guess it's not entitlement when you're as good as Roxanne.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring. Uh-oh! She fights back with the counter.
Miss Molly.
Perez caught by surprise. Northern Lights!
Picking up speed off the rope.
Oh, hip drop to the gut. Oh, did you hear that? What a counter.
And she anticipated what was coming.
Back into the ring she goes.
She is feeding off this crowd right now.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Connects the fist to the face. Great counter. Oh!
She's starting to feel the effects of that offense.
But time is on her side. This match ain't even close to over.
Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their tracks. Time powerbomb. That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
Muscling up their opponent into an electric chair facebuster, my goodness. Right into the pin.
There's two, and she kicks out at two.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out, so close.
And Roxanne had it scouted.
Check out this athleticism.
Wheelbarrow into a facebuster, nice. Oh my goodness, kick to the spine.
Oh, from behind, that'll give you some whiplash. Looks like Perez is loading up. Roxanne Perez with pop rocks.
Roxanne can taste victory now.
And a victory here tonight!
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. That can make an opening for her.
Back and forth, trading reversals. Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T.
What a clothesline! Ouch! Jumping elbow drop. Great reaction from Perez.
Proof these superstars have done their homework. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Using the rope to their advantage. Very effective. That kind of force in the arm can have lingering effects. And able to beat Perez to the punch. Counter. Saw it coming. Oh, crossbody wipes them out. This is a situation you want to avoid. And Perez is having the fight brought right to her there.
Yeah, but she still has a lot left in the tank. Clothesline.
Crossbody. Picking up speed off the...
Lands a timely reversal. Clothesline. Boom.
Oh, not the hair. Anything but the hair.
Win at any cost.
Roxanne is being overwhelmed.
This is where Roxanne will be tested. To the face. What a redirect. Gets driven into the corner.
Perez caught by surprise.
Uranagi.
This could be it. The pin. Barely kicks out.
Close call. That was almost lights out. Oh, I think we're going to see it. Here it comes. X-Plex, man.
Roxanne's got to dig deep now.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
How close was that?
About as close as it could get without it all being over for her.
And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time? What a shoulder blow. Anything Perez is trying is being suppressed.
And Perez is seeking salvation. Huge toss.
Great reaction from Perez.
She's able to stop the blitz that was coming her way.
Maybe Roxanne's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
That shot from Perez was like a bolt of lightning.
And Roxanne's spirits are running high now.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder.
Roxanne Perez. Pop rocks. Will Perez take advantage?
She is showing us something special here tonight.
A big opportunity falling through their fingers. You've got to continue fighting and hope your next big move is the last one. Oh, and it's reversed. Climbing to the top rope here.
To the sky.
And that's not what she was looking for there.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Check your face after that one. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
To the sky.
Splash! Oh, ouch.
The damage is starting to affect her.
Roxanne looking to push the advantage after that.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Gotta figure out a way out of this one or it could be over.
Taps out from the excruciating pain. Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring. Ow. Oh, that'll weaken your arm. Oh, she retaliates.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Clothesline.
Oh, a handful of hair.
Win at any cost.
Oof. Just cranking the head. That's how you wear down your opponent. She gets around the attack.
Facebuster.
Man, that was vicious.
Roxanne just can't seem to stop this offense.
This is where Roxanne will be tested.
A heavy double axe handle. Perez avoids that one.
Clothesline. So effective.
Not the hair. Anything but the hair.
Win at any cost.
Drives a foot into the stomach.
Caught that and reversed it. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Roxanne fired up, urging the crowd to get there too.
And now she's feeling the energy from the crowd.
Perez on the receiving end.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
And once again, she's put on the back foot.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble there simply is. Smart, attacking the arm.
And she's making her way to the top rope here.
You can tell she's got her right where she wants her.
From way up.
Whoa, what a landing! Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
The arm absorbing the damage. Roxanne is being overwhelmed.
And Perez is seeking salvation.
Back in the ring.
She's revved up and has her opponent in her sights.
I don't get this. She's barely paying attention to her opponent. She's supposed to be competing in a match here.
Good defense there.
Implanted by the DDT. Roxanne putting in the work.
Roxanne knows, do the work, and
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. This is not where she wants to be. She has to fight out of this.
Will she tap? Can she hold it? A tap out. She couldn't take it anymore.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Might take her head clean off her shoulders. Oh.
Got out of the way that time.
And Perez saw that coming.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Mounting. And hammering away.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. Able to save herself there. Boom.
Oh, clothesline.
Clothesline. She's taking things to the floor here. Connects. Saw it coming.
Oof, nails the midsection.
They're getting a little too close for my comfort, guys. What a headbutt.
She had a lot thrown her way already.
She's got to let it roll off her back and forge ahead.
Neckbreaker. And gets tossed back into the mat. Clothesline. Countout rule is active as she heads to the floor. Okay, now she's rubbing salt in the wound. I'm all for getting to the head of your opponent, but there's a point where she has to lock up. Boom! Perez on the receiving end.
Boom! DDT! Bam!
Oh, the heel hook. Stretch.
Working the leg with that move.
These attacks taking their toll on her a little.
Perez showing a veteran-like mindset to pull that off. Boot to the stomach gives them separation.
Oh, got her with quite the shot there.
Oh, man. I think that just busted her open.
Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash. Carefully placed stomp to the arm. Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Crank in the head. Roxanne just can't seem to stop this offense.
Roxanne's having trouble assessing the situation.
She's tossed right out of the ring.
No idea where this one's heading.
Not looking good. In this position.
Into the foot slam. Ooh. DDT.
And there was a little extra emphasis on that one.
This goes to show you how bad Perez wants it.
Oh, sit-out slam.
Using the elbow to escape the attack. Roxanne sensed that was coming.
Right hand after right hand. This is ugly. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Got the leg and
Elbow lands hard.
Being hobbled like that, something to keep an eye on.
Oh, we have to get the hell out of the way.
Bullseye! Coming back from the outside now. She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is. Oh, yeah, she is feeling it. Her energy's contagious.
Roxanne Perez with pop rocks. Will Perez take advantage?
2. It's over. Brutality finally comes to an end.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
She dodges out of the way.
Wow.
Crossbody.
Blistering shoulder block.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Bang!
Anything Perez is trying is being suppressed.
This is where Roxanne will be tested. Trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
That perseverance of Perez being tested by her opponent there. Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring.
Steered away there.
Vicious headbutt.
Oof.
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
And she's unleashed a barrage here.
Total dominance. She's just going off.
And Roxanne had it scouted.
Perez is pushing back now.
Yeah, Perez able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but will she also gain command of this match?
Clothesline.
Lifted high into an electric chair position.
Into an electric chair facebuster, my goodness.
Turns it into a pin attempt. 2 count. No, shoulders up at 2.
She's still as determined as ever.
Boom.
This is just raw power, period.
Into the cover. Perez won't come back after that.
2 count. What a kick out at 2.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
But if we see one more devastating move again, this can be over soon.
Oh, man. Looks like her...
Flying possum!
Whoa.
Flying possum! Oh, and she picked up a monumental win.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Answer after answer for each other's offense. Brutal club. Stomp to the belly.
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
I think we're about to see a masterful pinning combination.
Oh, my. Oh, wow.
This could be a victory. And the shoulders up.
And her opponent isn't going to hand her a fast win.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Big clothesline.
And Perez saw that coming.
What a display here. Counters on both sides. Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Running hip attack. What impact.
Boom. Stiff kick. Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
She may have just slowed Roxanne down a bit there.
She knew what she was in for tonight. She came prepared for this.
Big clothesline. Ooh. Anything Perez is trying is being suppressed.
And Perez is seeking salvation. Then here come the punches.
Just going all out with every blow.
Ooh.
It's cinched in. This could be over. This is agonizing.
Couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap. Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Perch on the shoulders. Rack attack en route. Nails it.
Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch.
I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
She turns it around with the reversal. These two trading one blow after another.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Boom! You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Who will break first? That is the question.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. What a shot! Ooh! Ouch!
Ooh! Perez avoids that one.
Clothesline!
What impact!
Got the arm trapped. Looking for Levi-Strauss cradle.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
Clothesline!
Well, that'll leave a mark.
Not the hair. Anything but the hair. Just dropped her like she was nothing.
Roxanne is being overwhelmed.
Roxanne's having trouble assessing the situation.
She's looking winded now.
Sure, bodies are aching here, but I don't think the towel's getting thrown in.
Targeting the arm now. Oh, God, that hurt.
Getting the cover here, eye in the end.
after two. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. Gets herself out of harm's way. Running senton!
And she's eating a lot of heavy shots here.
She has her guard up, but she might need a better... Uh-oh.
Clothesline!
And she wisely heads back to the ring.
And Perez saw that coming.
Roxanne looking to get back in this.
But does she have what it takes to turn the tides here?
Face buster.
Looks like Perez is loading up.
Kick gets caught.
Legs trapped. What's next? Oh, what power! Thunderous powerbomb.
Oh, man.
Clothesline. So effective.
This is just raw power, period. Driven down face first. Perez looks out of it.
This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what? Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez has recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And Aldis goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO about this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah, chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce. and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front, but we need a leader. I drafted you number 1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from the Indies.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. So yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.